Right now, Warren Buffett stands as one of the greatest investors in history. We'll find out what he thinks of Bitcoin. No matter how you believe about cryptocurrency, you need to see the entire video. According to Warren Buffett, he can practically predict with certainty that cryptocurrencies will have a negative outcome in the long run. Blockchain is essential and it's clever, but Bitcoin has no special value at all. Nothing is produced by it. You can keep staring at it until the bitcoins or other objects appear. It's essentially a delusion. Buffett said that he would be happy to purchase a 5-year put on each cryptocurrency if he could, but he would never short it. Welcome to the Wealth Builder Den, your way to financial freedom. We'll help you make good investments and informed financial decisions to build your wealth. Subscribe to the channel. We'll share investment tips and tricks on how to save money and becoming wealthy. Don't forget to click the notification bell to be updated. This will help you avoid wasting any more money. Now, let's get straight into the videos. Buffett said that it only draws people in if they believe they will make money the following day, or worse, if they believe someone else they know will make money while they won't. He even compared Bitcoin to rat poison. Buffett added that when purchasing a farm, you should consider the harvest and price trends each year to see whether it is a wise investment. You focus on the assets itself and the results it brings you. When we purchase a business, we evaluate its revenue in order to determine how much we should spend. But when we purchase anything, we are also purchasing something that the asset generated, so that at the conclusion of the time frame, we do not just have what we first purchased. And when you invest in non-productive assets, all you can hope for is that the person after you will pay you more because they are so thrilled about the person after them. However, the asset itself has no productive value. Gold is one of the interesting items, for instance. You'll discover the compound if you go back to the time of Christ and calculate how many hours of effort you had to forgo in order to purchase an ounce of gold. Then move that calculation forward to the present, possibly 1/10 or 0.2%. It doesn't produce anything, so you have to watch out for it during that period and make sure no one steals it from you. It's also possible to overpay for productive assets. Buffett purchased a farm in the 1980s, and each year, he examines how much corn and soybeans are produced there. At a certain point in that span of time, he still owned the farm and generated a sizable amount of cash from it through running a business and renting out apartments. However, if we purchase other cryptocurrencies, they won't increase in value. Instead, they will remain static. People have to hope that the next time they become more excited after they have purchased it from you, perhaps they will become more excited and purchase it from you. Also, people might take a seat by themselves without producing anything, and only between the two traders decide to continue to raise the prices. However, at the end of the day, there is only one Bitcoin left, so we now need to locate someone else, and they come to an end. Purchasing implies that you anticipate a growing number of people will be interested in purchasing it with the intention of selling it to someone else. And it's great because it leads to a rise in price, more purchases, and the idea that everyone must get in on this. Furthermore, it's preferable if they cannot understand it. The other aspect of non-productive assets is that you get far more excited about something if you don't understand it than if you do. You won't receive any good surprises if you purchase a bonus that states she will give you 4% annually. She will make a 4% annual payment. But if you simply say that's magic to something, you can have everything that you can't conceive. Anything can be used to do it. In Amsterdam, during the 17th century, they did it with tulips. They'll carry it out once more. People enjoy speculating and taking chances. Additionally, if you can obtain something, especially if it has a reasonable, realistic narrative, do so. If you had purchased gold in 1942, you might have reasoned that we might lose the war and be forced to flee to another location. You would have less than a penny for every $1 you would have received via stock ownership. That is now referred to as a store of value. Buffett views them as being delusional. You can say, well, if I want to buy a stock, I'll buy it at 15 times earnings, but not at 20 times earnings. However, There are no checkpoints and no point of reference when you enter something that produces nothing. Bitcoin's success is despised by Charlie Munger, and he doesn't like handing up a few more billions and billions and billions of dollars to someone who just made up a brand new financial product out of thin air. He also doesn't like a currency that is so useful with the kidnappers, extortionists, and other bad guys. He finds the entire darn project disgusting and against the interest of society. Buffett believes that cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin are a bubble, because unproductive assets generally stay. If you had purchased gold at the time of Christ and calculated a compound rate, it may have been a few tenths of 1%. It would have essentially delivered nothing other than the illusion of scarcity. You can only mine so many at a time, but so what? What does it create on its own? Now here's a great concept, the check. Just consider what life would be like without the ability to send money via wire transfer or make checks. However, it doesn't change the check's nature in any way. It's worth a lot of money, and you would find another way to transfer money if you couldn't use a check that is written on a small piece of paper. According to Buffett, if you invest in a non-productive asset, you are betting that someone else will do the same thing later on because they believe they can sell it for greater money. It has been tried with tulips and other things over time, and each time it has had a negative outcome. You can visualize undeveloped land if you're struggling. For almost 800,000 square miles of land, the Louisiana Purchase cost $15 million. You may be actually standing on territory that was part of the Louisiana Purchase, so it cost $20 per square mile. So, for what was then an unproductive land, that was a rather excellent purchase. It is quite difficult, but it depends. Stamps can be bought. Bill Gross amassed a magnificent collection for stamps which was sold for more money. However, it depends on someone else wishing to buy it and hoping to sell it for a higher price. Finally, you generate revenue from useful assets. When buying a farm, you try to predict the crops. How much can be grown on an acre? How much you will have to pay the farmer who will take care of the land for you? How much taxes will be and other things? Depending on what the asset will generate over time, you draw a conclusion that represents an investment. You need more people arriving and doing it than leaving when you buy something in the hopes that the price will increase when you wake up tomorrow morning. And if you acquire it, it will sustain itself for a while, occasionally for a very long time, and occasionally perform extraordinarily well. However, they always have unhappy endings in the end, and cryptocurrency is no different, according to Warren Buffett. Additionally, there is no value being created by the product, which is another factor. Another issue is that it attracts a lot of scammers and people like that, and we're trying to set up different kinds of exchanges or whatever it is. Because their neighbor is making money off of things that neither of them understands, people with less than admirable character see a chance to take advantage of those who are striving to get rich. And according to Warren Buffett, it will definitely have a negative outcome. Now I hope you guys learned some useful information from this video. We appreciate you for staying till the end. Let us know what you think in the comments section below. Kindly click the like, subscribe, and notification bell icons if you think this video will help you in your future financial decisions. Visit our channel for more financial knowledge, building your wealth, and investment tips and tricks videos that you don't want to miss out. Have a great day and see you in our next video.